Yeah, that's what they look like. That means something that people support.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the DontWonderExplore channel here. My name is Brian, and in today's video, we're gonna dive into the Inspiration Point Loop hike, which we did just this past weekend. So in the video, we're gonna talk about the prep for the hike itself, the review of the hike, as well as the recovery that I did to basically get ready for the next hike coming up. So let's jump out on trail. So we started the hike at 6:30 a.m. Now most people you talk to, if you read notes online, it'll say to start at 6 or 6:30. And the reason for that is because it's about a 5 to 6 hour hike, depending how fast you go, and you want to decrease the amount of time that you were in direct sunlight exposure. In preparation for the hike, we also did research on all trails, which you'll see on the screen here in a second, as well as to make sure that we had the proper gear. We put on a lot of sunblock, we had a good amount of snacks, as well as a good amount of water to hydrate throughout the hike. Myself, I had about 2-3 water bottles. My other friends had some more in their trucks. So really make sure that you're adequately packed for the hike, and then you'll have a great time. So we came to the fork in the road at about 7:45, 8 a.m. and we decided to go counterclockwise or right to start on the steeper and more difficult part of the loop while in the shade, and then tackle the easier portion later on when we had full sun exposure. Aren't those morning rays so good? I love seeing that while out on trail. Quick pro tip here, when you come to the fork in the road, you'll see the hotel ruins to your right. We chose to keep going onward, and I suggest doing the same and circling back later on.
Wow.
There's downtown.
So clear.
Boom.
Yeah, dude, you see up to Santa Monica. Oh yeah, that's
So we made it to the Inspiration Point Loop lookout. And this is where most people that we saw and ourselves stopped to take in the views, have some snacks, hydrate before we continued along the trail. It's from this point up here that you can see downtown LA in a clear day, and sometimes even Catalina Island. I mean, check out those views. Hey everyone, if you're finding value in this video and you're really enjoying it so far, please tap the like button down below. It'll give the YouTube algorithm a chance to show this to more people like yourselves who are looking to find more cool hikes in California. And it'll also give us some props here at the DontWonderExplore channel for putting in all the work for these videos. So again, feel free to please tap the like button down below. And now, let's head back to the trail. So this particular hike was full of great views, and that's one of the things I love about getting out and hiking. So just another reminder, do not forget to get some epic photos and video while you are at the lookout and before you head on for the next part of the trail. So in addition to strategizing your hike, which way you might go or how early you start and taking in the views, another thing to note is obviously trail conditions and weather, two things you have really no control over. We lucked out and the weather was amazing, bluebird day, and I said the trail was very well kept, so that was nice. So it was about at 10:30 that we got back to that fork in the road. And where did we go? We went to the hotel ruins to go check out what that looked like. As you can see here, it's a great spot to have a rest, have a snack if you didn't do so at the lookout, and just take a break before you finish the last leg of the hike.
Okay. Yeah.
You know it. It is beautiful out here today. We got up the front side of the loop, nice in the shade, and now it is sunny. Got on some sunblock. Got to stay, keep that skin nice and moist. And yeah, so good. More commentary to come after the hike. Stay tuned.
So jumping into the review of the hike. So when I think about looking at a hike, I was thinking about a mind, body, content, and combo. So as far as difficulty goes in the workout, it was a 10.5 mile hike, about a 4,600 elevation gain, and took us about 5 hours. So it was a great workout. As far as mine goes, it's always nice getting out in nature, and you really can't have a bad day when you do so. The content, as you guys saw so far, the views were great. Maybe the only thing it's missing, if I'm being critical, is like crazy peaks like in Colorado or some water features. And as far as the convo goes, obviously when you're with other friends or new hiking partners, it's always a good time. And if you're not, you could always hike by yourself, have some isolation and peacefulness, but as we all know, it's safest to hike in partner, so definitely do so. So as we came to the last leg of the hike here, the focus amongst the group was to avoid injury. Slightly kind of rolled the ankle, but otherwise all good. Once we got back to the cars, it was all about hydration and having a quick stretch session to get into that active recovery mode. Yes, we did it. And now jumping into some recovery mode.
Hey everyone, day one after the Inspiration Point hike loop. And yeah, that body's definitely feeling tight. It's a kind of through the hip area, right calf, left ankle that I slightly rolled. And yeah, I'm doing some active recovery today, probably get on the bicycle a little bit later, and I'm definitely going to be using this guy, the trigger release ball, to get into the hips, as well as having some fun with this instrument right here. This is the Hypervolt. You can also use a Theragun, and that percussion therapy definitely loosens up the legs, gets in there, and also if you have a foam roller, you can use that as well. So we'll see how that all goes. Gonna keep hydrating. I might do a little bit of ice pack on my ankle. And yeah, we'll see how recovery feels for tomorrow. And then all leads up to the next hike next weekend. So yeah, just checking in. We'll see how it goes. 5 hours, about 10.5 mile loop, as well as 4,600 elevation gain. And that was the Inspiration Point Loop hike out in Pasadena, California. And overall, it was a great hike. Was it the best hike in SoCal? Well, I'll leave it up to you. So after you guys get out there yourselves, leave us a review below in the comment section as to what you thought of the hike. Hopefully this video gave you guys a lot of good information and you guys have a great time on trail. Until then, don't forget to explore more, and we'll see you guys in the next one.